The king stood with peril, as gathered the summoned council. The councillors utterly anxious, king was murmuring the same lip-sync continuous. What could have gone wrong in this prosperous Mithila kingdom made the silent, calm king furious. Janak finally raised the intensity. The murmur echoed loudly, Ye sach, ya wo sach. He repeated the words each time louder, with same frequency as the murmur. A councillor dared to interrupt, as the king was always tolerant. Rajan, whose truth and whose false? Reveal to us, we are here to serve. The king uttered, I had a dream where this beautiful kingdom was in ruins. The realm had succumbed to famine, to disease. My loyal subjects had raised banner in open rebellion, and a war was looming to reach the capital. I was there with my army slaughtered, kingdom defeated, and sword on my neck. And for the first time I felt fear. Exiled for my own home, I was begging in the streets of Magadha. Oh, that's just a dream, countered a councillor. Your kingdom is prosperous. You are the king who would starve and leave the subjects hungry. Revolt? Even the traditional enemies of Mithila love you, let alone your loyal subjects. My liege, you plowed and the divine gave you goddess Sita as harvest. How can there be famine in your kingdom? Rajan, how can what you saw in Sapna be true? In the entire history, Mithila is at its peak of prosperity, of pride, of strength and friends, Rajan, all under your reign. The always calm king shouted, I know, but at that moment I was in it. I fought, I lost, I begged, and I felt fear for real. Am I a thrall living as a king, or a king living as a thrall? Ye sach, ya wo sach. A rishi from amid the councillors stood up and enlightened. Na ye sach, na wo sach. Neither this waking world is true, nor the dream was the truth. The councillors, even the guards, looked him in awe. For them, the misery of their lord was clear. The king had a bad dream, a bad mood, and maybe even a bad health. For this minor morbidity, he was engaged in this anxious thought. It was prima facie obvious. This waking world is true, and that dream was false. What a shame! This rishi prolongs the misery of our king by reciting the same old Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya theme. But they dare not speak. A curse may follow, for rishis are not as kind as their king. The king bowed. O Rishi Astabakra, your words don't really foolish me. How can it be neither of them are true? If it is, then what is real and what is the truth? You are the truth, Rajan. Both were real experiences, but you experienced the dream. Frightened, pitiful, king of a dying nation, reduced to a thrall. You are here, experiencing this waking world, proud king of this prosperous Mithila nation. And now you are contemplating as if you observed yourself from distance. Experiencing the both. You, the one who observes. You, the one who contemplates. You, the one who transcends. O Rajan, that you is the truth. That very consciousness illuminates all of us. Like waves of ocean we all are. Even your kingdom, here or there. Like in the ocean the waves exist. But Rajan, only the water is the truth. Na ye sach, na wo sach, keval tum hi sach. For the king couldn't understand what Rishi Astabakra spoke. But he was wise enough to think. It was his destiny to have this anxiety, and at this very court, history was being made. Janak was right, for this very discussion would shape religion, culture, philosophy, and state of this ancient subcontinent for 1,000 years to come. And in the light of this very dilemma, the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Puranas were written.